And so, you know, the economy. Have you thought about the economy? Is anybody thinking about? I think everybody's thinking about the economy at some point. Or
I'm just thinking that everyone's driving me crazy talking about it all.
Yeah,
that
well,
time.
it is crazy. It is crazy. You know, being in the business that I'm in, you know, I interview people a lot. In fact, I probably interview, you know, well over 100 people a week. I'm having people come into my office interviewing for positions that I would normally probably never ever encounter. And it's kind of interesting because it gives me the opportunity to, you know, to see a lot of different people from different walks of the business world.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
People different. Well, you know, they probably, you know, knowing you're so enlightened and spiritual. They, you know, we attract things to ourselves.
Yeah.
Things happen for a reason. They probably attracted that to themselves because they needed to meet you, so that you can slap them in the face and say, "Hey, wake up! You're in the illusion." I don't know. But,
well, I will tell you this, that, you know, I've had some people come to work there and they actually only stay for about a week after they find out that they're not actually working for me.
What do you mean? Oh.
Well, you know, we have a management team there, and so, you know, I turn the new people over to the management team when I'm finished with training them.
Yeah.
You know, and so... But anyway, it's kind of interesting. And, you know, I was thinking about it the other day. It was kind of ironic. I was in the shower, and which is usually where I do most of my best thinking.
Me too.
You know, it's like I have nothing better than soap to clear your mind. You know, so I'm taking a shower, right, and I'm just, you know, I'm having an attitude adjustment because it's one of those days where I don't really want to go to the office.
Did you stump your toe on the bed?
No, no, but I stumped my ego getting out of bed, probably is more like it. But I really wasn't feeling like going to work and being brilliant. It usually passes by the time I get out of the shower, but
Okay.
I was having what I call one of those attitude adjustment mornings, you know, walking around the house singing things to raise my vibration, and, you know, petting the dogs, and, you know, looking out the window a lot and thinking, oh, it'll all be fabulous.
That's definitely you. It sounds like you.
Yeah. You know, I'm looking outside a lot, thinking, you know, I'm going out. I'm on my way. I'm coming out. You know. You know. So I'm in the shower, right, and I'm showering away, you know, singing my little mantra, and I'm thinking, gosh, I was thinking to myself, I've never been unemployed.
Yeah.
You know, and I've never collected unemployment. I've always worked, you know, and it's not something that I'm necessarily proud of, but it's always just been the reality, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was taking my shower and I was thinking to myself, I didn't realize it, but like 85% of my best friends right now are unemployed.
Wow.
You know, I have 2 girlfriends who are currently unemployed. I have 3 boyfriends who are unemployed. I have 2 friends who never have worked, I don't think. You know.
Are they happy?
Well, that's the ironic thing about it, Mikey, was, you know, I thought to myself, how can this be that, you know, I think about when I talk to these people on the telephone, you know, and they're just like, you know, I'm unemployed, you know, and I'm going out every night and partying, and you know, it's great, you know, I sleep till 11, and I'm just like,
You almost think to yourself for a second, I want to be unemployed.
I did think to myself, I was like, how can all my friends be unemployed, and I'm going to, how is it that they appear to be more well-adjusted than I am?
Damn it.
And I'm like, this is definitely, you know, an onslaught of the economy, you know?
Yeah.
And I was at that point, and I was just like, you know, well, what difference does it make? Let the damn thing crash. You know?
Right.
Let it crash.
You know.
We'll always be going to the theater, and we'll always be going to the ballet and the opera, darlings. So, you know, what difference does it make? As long as we still have the arts, that's how I feel about it. What do you think?
You know, I mean, I guess these people are vibing high. You know, they're at a high vibration.
Well, they'd have to be if they're going to be my friends.
There you go. Same here. That's how I feel. And, you know, whatever they're doing, if they're getting unemployment, if they're... Because you told me about one of your friends who found, like... First found, like, money on the floor and then ran into a photographer that gave her, like, $250 or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
She's great at manifesting money that way, you know.
So,
she's just like, you know, I need money, and she goes out and gets it.
You know, I say this in almost every episode. If you vibe high, everything always turns out the way it's supposed to turn out. Well, everything always turns out the way it's supposed to turn out.
Yeah.
But if you take care of your lessons, if you cherish yourself, if you love yourself, if you vibe high, and keep that nice frequency, you're always taken care of. Always, always, always.
High vibe.
So, high vibe. So how did you fix your day up? You know, you were feeling crappy and
Oh,
you know,
well, you know.
I mean, I hope you flipped it around and was like, okay, I'm grateful I have a job.
Oh, I did.
You know?
I was. You know, usually, you know, by the time I walk out of my apartment and, you know, I'm on my way to the train, I'm tripping the light fantastic. You know,
Awesome.
Once I step outside and I'm in the outdoors, you know, it just automatically changes my vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I love to. I go to work and it is very interesting right now because, like I said, you know, I'm getting a whole host of people coming in and applying for positions that, you know, are from very different backgrounds than I'm used to seeing, and so it's really rather exciting, you know. And I love meeting new people, which I do all day long. You know,
Yeah.
total strangers. You know, I meet 100 total strangers a week. You know, easily. You know, and that's not even to mention how many people I talk to on the telephone. You know, which is probably about 3 times that.
Well,
and there's a lot of people out there who don't have jobs.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty
some of them,
incredible. So it makes me feel quite grateful that not only do I have a job, but I have a job doing something that I really believe in.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you work for the arts.
Yeah,
and you're an
grateful.
artist.
I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, awesome. So we have a couple minutes left. Do you want to tell us? I think this is a great story about your friend. I don't know if you want to say her name, who, you know, was in the park one day, or she literally needed money, and she got something in her head, this message in her head.
Well, I will tell you that she managed to manifest $250, but I'm going to save that because I'd really like for her to come on the show and tell the story.
Okay.
I think that would be much better.
Okay, cool. So we should have her on here soon. It's really cute. It's more than a cute story. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Actually. It's incredible. It's incredible what you can do when you vibe high.
Yeah,
it
well,
really
and
is.
it's incredible what you can do if you just really hold on to the trust that you know that it can happen.
Right. And for the record, you know, we all have our little struggle areas.
Who?
Well, as human beings, we all have our little individual, personal struggle areas because, you know, we're all individual. We come in this world with different lessons. And, you know, some people, their lesson is on money, you know what I mean? So they might have a more of a rockier road when it comes to money.
Yeah.
Some people, it's on friendships and relationships. Yeah. And some people, it's on dealing with their family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which would fall under friendships and relationships.
And some people, it's just keeping a job.
So, yeah. All right, awesome. So
don't fret about not having a job right now.
You know, just chillax. The economy's going through what it's going through, but you know, the sun does come out after the storm, as they say. But it's really up to us, you know.
Hey, I'm like, you know, collect that Social Security, collect that unemployment insurance while you can.
Didn't they extend it recently?
I hope so. I hope so.
I heard because of the way the economy is going that they extended the time that people can collect. So
I think we've extended our time as long as we can go.
All right. So we'll see you next time on Garden Dialogue. I'm Michael.
I'm